At exactly 3:17 a.m., the knocking began. Not on the door, not on the window. From inside the walls. At first Daniel thought it was pipes. Old houses made noise. Everyone knew that. But pipes didn't knock back. Daniel had just moved into a cheap rental house on the edge of town, the kind of place nobody asked questions about because the rent was too good. The knocking came in sets of 3. Knock, knock, knock. He sat up in bed, heart pounding. Silence. Then again. Knock, knock, knock. He pressed his ear against the wall. Nothing. When he pulled away, something knocked back. The landlord laughed when Daniel mentioned it. Old house. Raccoons. Maybe mice. But Daniel had grown up around animals. Animals scratched. They didn't knock with rhythm. That night, the knocking returned. This time, closer. From the wall behind his headboard, then a whisper. Soft. Broken. Help. Daniel didn't sleep. The next day, Daniel bought a small security camera and taped it facing the bedroom wall. If something was inside, he would see it. At 3:17 a.m., the motion alert triggered. Daniel watched the footage the next morning. At first, nothing. Then the knocking started, the camera shook, and slowly, a bulge formed in the wall, like skin stretching from the inside, a shape pressed outward, a human hand. From inside the wall, they inspected the room. No hollow spots, no crawl spaces, no signs of tampering. One officer joked, "You sure you're not sleepwalking, man?" That night, the knocking didn't come. Instead, scraping, long, slow, dragging, like fingernails being pulled across wood. Daniel woke up to a notification. New motion detected. He opened the live feed. The wall now had words carved into it. From the inside, backward, shaky. 4 words. "You let me in." Daniel stared in confusion. He had never let anyone inside. Then he remembered something. On moving day, he found the front door slightly open, lights on. He assumed the landlord had been inside. But what if something else had walked in? Daniel grabbed a hammer, hands shaking. One swing. Drywall. Shattered. Dust filled the room. Behind the wall was another wall. Old, blackened, covered in scratches, and embedded into it, fingernails, hundreds, broken, bleeding, still attached to fingers. A smell rushed out. Rot, metal, decay. Something moved deeper inside. Breathing. Hidden between the 2 walls was a small recorder, still working. He pressed play, a man's voice crying. "I hid inside the walls when he broke in. I didn't make a sound. I thought he left." Heavy breathing. "I've been stuck. I don't know how long. Please, if you hear this..." A loud slam, screaming, then chewing, crunching, silence. Daniel dropped the recorder. Behind him, the bedroom door slowly creaked open. A voice whispered behind his ear. "You open my house." Daniel turned. Something tall stood in the doorway. Too tall, arms too long, skin stretched like it didn't fit what was underneath. No eyes, just a wide mouth, smiling. "They keep what I find." Daniel ran. Out the front door, down the street, never looked back. The house burned down 2 weeks later. Firefighters found something in the ruins, dozens of skeletons, inside the walls, all facing outward, all with their fingernails embedded into the wood, and one empty space where something had crawled out. Daniel still hears knocking, not in walls anymore, but on his bedroom door. If you enjoyed this story, kindly like, share, and subscribe.